Good morning. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. I hope you have a great and wonderful day, and you should have more than one day. Just saying. But I hope you have a great day. You get some goodies from your youngins, maybe a new knife or something like that. Be cool. Anyhow, before I go over and see my father, it's a nice, beautiful day, and I thought I'd come out here and shoot a quick video. Now, it's beautiful and sunny here. As you can see, I'm kind of surrounded by trees. So I'm not getting as much of the sunlight, but still a beautiful day. And for something different today, I thought I'd give you a look at a little cookkit system I made. Now, I did a video on one of these a little while ago as part of another video, just a quick peek, but I thought I'd take a different one and do a better breakdown. So here it is. So we'll get this camera spun around and get things down on the ground and have a look. Okay, so I decided not to spin the camera around because I thought it might be semi-useful if I could actually see what I was doing. So here's the kit as it's stored. Now I've even sometimes taken little drawstring bags to stuff this into just to keep everything enclosed, but I put it in this little package I've made out of pipe insulation, and I'll explain the purpose of that later. Inside of here you have your pot. And this is just a generic aluminum pot you can get off of, well, pretty any hiking store. You can get it off of Amazon. I probably got this one off of Amazon. It's got a nice little handle that doubles as a lock to hold everything together. Lid comes off, doubles as a little frying pan. And in here I have cut up a little piece of just sponge kitchen cleaner thing. Got the sponge on one side, scouring pad on the other. In here I have just some folded up aluminum foil. Can serve a variety of purposes. On a day like today where the ground's a little damp and probably a little cold, you can set that down as a bit of a insulating layer for your cooking system. I have in here 3 different aluminum cooking stoves that I've made. One of the aluminum beer can style that I showed in another video. I've got a smaller version of the same thing. I believe this one was made from an Axe body spray can. And then a smaller one made from, I believe, looks like this was one of those mini pop cans, a mini Sprite can, I believe. Set those 2 aside. Little bottle to contain alcohol. And it's good to note if you're going to transfer your alcohol into another bottle, note that it's got the alcohol in it and don't drink it. Handy thing to know. And a lighter. Keep calm and flick on. You can use this, you can use a ferro rod, various ways to light them. And then inside of here I have a 2-part windscreen made from tin. And that goes together like so. It's got tabs here, and you just open your tab up, lay that piece into there, close your tab up, and then there's an inside tab you do the same with. These things used to be much easier before my fingers got old and arthritic and awkward. There we go. So that pinches together like so. And that will lay over your pot like so. And then there's an upper layer. Or lay over your stove like so. Same basic idea. This one has a tab here and a slot here. And that tab goes into that slot like so. And then you'll notice there are wedges cut all along the side here. There are matching wedges here. So you will alternate inward, outward, inward, outward, all the way around. And it takes a little finesse to do that. And all wedges together like so. And then you would light your stove. Then take your pot. And this is built precisely to the height of the stove, so that when I lay the pot down inside, it sits on the stove itself. Right on top of the stove like so. And now I have a vented windscreen around my stove, so if it's a windy day, it's not going to blow my stove out. And it allows the flame to be stable, so it's not flickering all around. And it also helps to enhance the heating process, because now you have an enclosed area where your, like the air inside of there can heat up with the stove, so that's going to help to boil your water faster. And you get vent holes in the bottom and the top to allow oxygen in there, because that's one of the critical components of fire. And then you just pop your lid on there, bring your water to a boil, and then if you've got, say, an MRE meal, like a dehydrated meal, dehydrated noodles, vegetables, stuff like that, your basic dehydrated meal kit you can buy at any camping or survival store. Bring your water to a boil. Take everything off your stove. Remember, before you touch any of this stuff, it's going to be hot. Drop your meal into the boiling water. Close up your pot. And then drop your pot into your insulator. And that has grooves cut in it for the handles. Drop that back over the top. And the purpose of that is now you have your pot in an insulated enclosure. What that allows you to do is conserve alcohol. Rather than putting so much alcohol in your stove that it needs to boil that water for 2, 3, 4 minutes, however long it takes to cook that meal, you just use enough alcohol to bring your water to a boil, put your meal in the pot, and then drop it in the insulated enclosure. And that keeps that heat in and allows the meal to cook itself within that water. So the water doesn't cool down too quick. It keeps the water hot, allows the meal to cook. Might take 10, 15 minutes to cook the meal, so it takes a little longer that way. But if you're packing light and you're concerned about space or weight, you don't have to bring nearly as much alcohol along with you. And then take it all apart, and you have a cooked meal in your pot. When you're done, you've got your little scouring pad and sponge to clean your pot and everything all up. And then everything packs back into the system. And you just drop everything back inside. Nice thing about these little stoves is and they can pack together. It's always good to have a backup stove in case you want to cook more than one thing at a time, or you happen to lose or sit on one and crush it or something like that. You just drop everything back inside. Oh, before I do that, I should take this apart and put it in there. The nice thing about the aluminum, it's soft, so that just rolls up nice, and you can nestle it right down inside there. Same with this one. This is down inside. Drop your stoves in. Drop your fire source in. Drop your alcohol in. Your sponge. And nice thing with the aluminum too, if you're you don't need it for insulating the ground, great thing for hot handles. Drop that in there. And again, it's pliable, so it packs in well. Put your lid on and put your cover back on. And there you have it. And you could, like I say, I usually have a little bag, like a drawstring bag I can put these in, or you can stick a big rubber band around it, something like that. Tie some paracord around it if you want to, or just pack it, nestle it nicely into your backpack. So, I hope you enjoyed that. Now here's me again. So, they're a great little system, I think. I like it for the convenience. Everything is light, packs together nice. I like to have the insulated cover because I don't want to pack a ton of alcohol with me. And you know, you could use something similar to that if you had like a Jetboil stove or a gas stove of some kind. It'd work great for that. But I just think they're I like the fact that I can conserve alcohol and put my meal in there. You know, just bring the water to a boil, put the food in the water that I'm cooking, drop it in that insulated container, and I can go mess around with something else while that cooks itself. Come back, you know, 10, 15, 20 minutes later, my meal's all done. So I also have made sleeves from that pipe insulation where you can take your meals, usually like your MREs or your camping meals, your dehydrated meals usually come in an envelope, like usually with an aluminum or some kind of lining like that, like a foil lining. You can literally just boil the water, pour the water into that pouch, reseal the pouch, and then I've made sleeves from the pipe insulation that you can then drop that pouch into the sleeve, close it up, serves the same purpose, that it allows the meal to cook in its own heat in an insulated system that retains the heat. Now, again, these are not all my original creations. I've been inspired by the ideas of other people that have allowed me to come up with these things that work well for me. So, wind's starting to kick up here a little bit. So, I hope you found that useful or at least interesting. If you did, please drop a little like on the video. If you have any questions, concerns, ideas to make that system a little bit better, then please drop that in the comments below. And if you'd like to see more of this kind of stuff or just regular all night videos, please consider subscribing and hit that little bell icon. Anyway, I hope everybody out there has a wonderful day. I hope all you fathers have a great day, and your families, your children have an opportunity to show you how much you're appreciated and how important you are in their lives. That said, y'all take care and have a wonderful day.